Man, you lost 10 million in your divorce, bro?
yeah, well, one of the things that I did a seminar yesterday, a group for one of my dear friends. Her name is Tressa, out of DC. She's a producer. So we were talking to the producing groups and the writers and trying to give them the ins and outs of the business. And one of the things that I try to do is when I do lectures, I have one slated hopefully to do at Norfolk State, and I want to take it around to the HBCUs, evening with Clifton Powell. And what I want to talk about is all the things that nobody helped me understand when I started in the business. So one of the panelists asked me, "What's the biggest mistake I made?" I think the biggest mistake I made in the beginning was getting married. Not so much because marriage is bad, but trying to build my career inside of my marriage.
Now you heard what he said, right? He said that marriage was his biggest mistake, and now people are gonna come in and they're gonna say, "Oh, well, you talking bad about marriage? What was wrong with his wife? He married her, and there's nothing wrong with marriage and blah blah." He's not talking down. He just gave respect to his marriage and to his wife. He said trying to build a career inside of marriage was his mistake. Not necessarily getting married, but he got married and then his career took off. He was still trying to grind while he was married. Okay. Now, a lot of content creators will talk about, being on your purpose and, getting your life together before you choose to get married. People like CGA say, you know what? Build your life first, get your wealth up, get your status and things like that up and get it to where you want to be in life and then consider marriage. If you still want it, then you could negotiate, or rather you can go into that situation from a position of strength and not weakness, being broke. Okay. Because now you're already where you want to be and you can make the decision where you want to do it and all the risks that are associated with it. You can do things like get prenups, and you can, do things with your money and your wealth and your finances and your businesses and all those kind of things.
What do you mean by that?
Clifton Powell saying, you know what? I was trying to get there while I was married. All right. And him being young when he started out in the acting career, that was something that maybe he wasn't able to navigate properly being young. Now, at his age, he got married. Now he's already set and he's already in his career. Getting married now is different than getting married back when he was still he was on the come up. Like a lot of us, a lot of, not us, but a lot of young gentlemen. Okay.
It's simply impossible. The divorce rate in Hollywood is almost 97%.
97% divorce rate in Hollywood. Okay. That's even worse than us normies at like what, 70, 80%?